I'm often baffled why players will just refuse to give away a killing blow and just take themselves out of the equation just so the other player doesn't get a killing blow. I do it myself, it happens. So watch this paladin. Yeah, it's just like, no, you're not gonna get a killing blow from me. And he gets on his pony and he jumps. If you think that was an isolated incident, oh no, it's not. Now this is really interesting. As an elemental shaman, yes, my favorite place is Lumbermill. Not exactly sure why. Here comes a druid who could easily come in stealth, but no, he wants to be in plain sight for everyone out there. Yeah, next time you could and should come in stealth anyway. Yeah, that's a bad idea standing on the edge, and it's thanks for playing. But that's not it. Yeah, I'm rooted. Okay, good job. You rooted me. Wonderful. Still have Lumbermill, by the way. Well, we're losing, but we're going to get 3 bases, so that's good. So I'm hanging out here. Paladin comes to help. So does the Warlock. Or maybe not. Paladin's got better places to go. Warlock decides no. Oh, no, the Paladin's hanging around. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. But I think I got this. I could just always thunderstorm people off the edge. That's basically what I do because it's a lot of fun. It never gets old. And once again, here comes a priest. Now, keep in mind, a priest has levitate. So if he gets thunderstormed off, he could easily just levitate his way down. And no, but he doesn't do that. So quick lightning lasso, which is like one of the more overpowered things in the game. He's gonna think he's gonna mind control one of us off. I wind shear that. So now he's going to the edge, which is a bad idea. It really is. Mind control, yeah, okay, good job. Now he's frogged. Now we're gonna move in on him. Oh, no, he just jumps. He saves me to the thunderstorm cooldown. Thank you, bro. And of course, he doesn't use his levitate on the way down. My overall thought process here, just delay the horde from getting blacksmith. But something interesting happens here. The horde have 4 healers, okay? And 3 of them go to blacksmith. Not sure why. Now in that opener, I know I kind of blew and wasted the blind there, but I didn't want to get in too close and risk getting discovered. So like I said, my goal here was I did not think I would be able to get blacksmith. I just wanted to create havoc and keep them from getting it. Because sometimes that's a way of putting points on the board because the other team isn't putting points on the board. But the funny thing is, 3 healers. There's the priest, healer, mind games. There's the druid, that is a resto druid, convoke, and a resto shaman. And I got some great help from this druid, but anyway, they were just so focused on the druid, I was able to cap. Fun stuff. In fairness, I might have felt a little bit too comfortable in this particular arena match because I got off a very good opener. I thought I was in a good position and was quickly proven wrong due to the incredible burst. Now, I shouldn't be complaining. Obviously, Convoke is the burstiest thing in the game, but watch what happens here. And a big reason why you have this massive burst is basically twofold. One, it's designed with the classes, the way everything with conduits, and in PvP with the rating attached to the gear when you face somebody who's 10, 20 points eye level higher. So there's a couple of reasons for that. So as you get more health, it's not so bad, but in the beginning, it's a nightmare. So we get this paladin in a really uncompromising spot. He's root beamed, and I can just open up on him. Now the problem is I can't open up with Convoke because Convoke has a wonderful way of avoiding everyone in a beam. But watch what happens. We get him down to hell. As we're starting to open up on him, he pops his bubble, then he got the 40-second stun, and then he pops his wings, and then boom, it's final reckoning, and I'm a pod. I'm just done. I underestimated him. I was a little too comfortable with the opening, but that kind of burst is just absolutely astronomically insane for PvP, and it's a lesson that Blizzard still hasn't learned after 17 years. I changed the name of this new PvP series because I wanted to highlight really exceptional gameplay, whether it's by me, usually by other players, and I wanted to basically show that positivity, but also it gives me an opportunity to get more clips and people could tune in not just to laugh, but also learn, because you learn from your mistakes and you learn from things that people do good. So here I am on my rogue, now I'm level 60, but back then I wasn't, and I'm looking at this warlock and I'm like, what the F is he doing? He's basically having fun with his turnip punching bag. And there's a good reason for that. He's doing that just so he's in combat and can't be sapped. Now there's a 1 hour cooldown on his turnip punching bag, so you can probably only do it in 1 or 2 BGs a day, but it's a brilliant thing. It really is. And I don't know if it works in RBGs. My guess is it doesn't. I try and do it in RBGs, but every time I do one and we drop by 100 points because of the end of the patch, people just turn around and say, oh, we're out of here, we're gonna lose, we're down 100 points. 2 minutes into the game, we're gonna lose. And that hasn't happened prior to the lull of content, the drought of content lately. That started to happen just because, you know, people just don't want to deal with it. I mean, I've done well over 200 RBGs on other tunes, and the fact is, nobody ever bugged out being down by 100 points 2 minutes in. Matter of fact, nobody ever bugged out once in those 200 RBGs, but the last 4 times people did when they were down. So kudos to this warlock. If you have this punching bag turnip, you should, and if you don't have it, you should just go get it. It's a quick quest in Panda Land, but it just works fantastic for any given, say, demo warlock or warlock who's guarding a base, certainly for hunters who are guarding a base. In a regular BG, I seriously doubt this will work in RBGs. So now this hunter's showing up and he's like, dude, go sap him. You know, I'm like, yeah, I can't. He's in combat. He's doing the right thing here. So once I had the help, I figured, okay, let's get this done. And, you know, finally we end up getting the node. I mean, sometimes it's good to wait for help, which if it's a close game like this one here, you can afford that time to wait. If it's much more advanced in the game and you're down, you generally can't afford that time to wait, but we get the node. Here's an arena clip from earlier in the X-Pac one. Pod Tinder was extraordinarily annoying. Even if you had it, it was still very annoying. So I'm in a 1v1 here with this fire mage. My healer has died, his rogue had died, so it's a 1v1, and the advantage is clearly gonna go to me. Just simply because of my healing capacity. Both of us have burst, but my burst is a shorter window, so I have the advantage here. But what aggravates the hell out of me is all this pillar hugging. I mean, this is a big reason why, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Arena, I've always liked Arena. I prefer to play it with friends, but the fact is I just hate this pillar hugging stuff. So I'm a little too focused on trying to finish this, because I know I have the advantage and I want to finish it, because the longer this goes on, the more the advantage is gonna, or that needle of the advantage is gonna slowly slide to the fire mage, okay? It's gonna be a long time, but the longer he can prolong this, the less my healing becomes and it starts to work in his advantage. But we're still far off from that. So watch what happens here. I get him in a root beam and he pops his defenses and I start bursting on him. I think I have a good opportunity here, but I got tunnel vision, and yes, did I see the meteor heading my way? Yes. Am I rooted? Is that a problem? No, I could easily shift out of it. So this basically does me in. Boom, basically boom, boom, dead. And now the mage is gonna celebrate, but the problem is that he has no whammies left, and he's so low on health, and he just used all his cooldowns, and he can't kill the pod tender, and I take him out. There's a guy right now who is pissed off beyond belief, and that makes me happy, I have to be honest. This particular tip from Altric Valley is brought to you by Luxeley. I don't have any sponsors. Anyway, here's a tip. In Altric Valley, when you're guarding a tower or even guarding a bunker, the last thing you want to do is engage these commanders, because can you beat them? Probably. Not solo, but if there's 2 or 3 people around, if you got a healer around, yeah, you could beat them, but it's gonna take time. And the problem is when the opposing faction comes in and you're busy fighting these commanders, you got big problems, and it's not a good idea. So what you wanna do is keep them CC'd. You wanna keep them under wraps. So there's a big fight going on down there. I'm staying up here, and here comes Lou Diamond Phillips, ready to go La Bamba on me, and I quickly drop a explosive trap, get rid of him, and the warrior is very, very clearly upset. You can't see it behind his mask, but I just know that he's very upset. So anyway, we're guarding the tower. There's a big fight down below, and nobody's coming up here, which is where the horde should be, but no. So good for us. I pop my banner, get a little extra health, and La Bamba's coming back up for us. So watch what happens here. You guessed it, I got a Fury Warrior, his name is the Bad Man, and watch what happens. So I see Lou Diamond Phillips, I quickly back off, and I drop a freezing trap on him. Okay, 1 minute now, just leave him alone, just leave him there. But of course, we all know what's gonna happen, don't we? Yeah, we've all been there before, at least 500 times. So he takes a second, he's thinking, maybe I shouldn't do this, and he's like, screw it, I'll do it. And he attacks him. And then he opens up on him and does all his whammies, and yeah, big mistake. It's always a warrior. My name is Luxeley. I want to thank you for stopping by. And if you're gonna leave a like on a video, please consider doing so on the next video that you watch of mine, because quite frankly, it helps out the channel and it's cheaper than Patreon. My final thought is always the same, whatever it is by you, whether it's morning, afternoon, like it is here, make it epic.